Yo, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Eli Grissom, coming to y'all live from Columbus, Ohio. And this is my homeboy.
Corey Neese, also known as Coach Corey 3 on
Yes,
Twitter.
sir. Yes, sir. Badass coach right here, y'all. But y'all, hey, y'all, so we're getting on here tonight, yo. We didn't really want to post a video, man. Kind of busy day, man. Out here grinding, out here hustling, getting money, getting paper, doing what we do best. And, but we, what, man? We said we're going to do this anyway. We're going to get on here anyways, because, commitment is doing something long, still doing something long, something you said you would do long after the feeling of not wanting to do it has already left you. Like you can make excuses, y'all. You can either make excuses or make results. What are you gonna do? So yeah, we're just gonna get on here and put out a piece of content, some little value for y'all. Hope y'all doing good. Hope you're doing well. By the way, happy Tuesday. Y'all, whatever you're holding off, whatever you're putting off, y'all, you got to start doing it. Even if it's the gym, you got to start somewhere. Even if it's just going on a walk, y'all, you got to start walking 10 minutes a day, getting that movement in. One day or day one, when are you gonna decide to do something different? If you want something different, in order to have something different, you got to move different. You got to do something different. Yeah, what do you got, man?
Yeah, the main idea, like Eli's saying, is when you don't feel like doing something, but you still do it. I think that's the whole idea behind success in life is people go to work all the time, every single week, for years when they don't want to or they don't feel like it. We didn't really feel like making a video today, but here we are, cranking one out, just sticking to that discipline. And I think that's just important to know when you're like trying to make a change in your life or create progress, create success, improve your life, is you got to understand there's going to be a lot of shit that you don't want to do, but you go do it. You go to work, wherever, FedEx, Amazon, Chipotle, Lyft, Uber, you do your marketing videos, you prospect, talk to people, even when you don't feel like it. And that's the main difference between those people that have like long-term results or any at all, and those who really, just kind of flop around and don't get anywhere. Is because if you only work the days when you really feel like it, you're only going to work like 20% of the time, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's the whole premise of this video is discipline. I mean, anything to add on that?
Yeah, so y'all like, one of my things I just want to say, y'all, is the power of purpose, y'all. Like, I've been listening to, Les Brown lately and stuff like that. And, like, life is crazy, y'all. Like, life happens to all of us. We can all have reasons why we want to be, negative, complain, why we hate our job, why we hate this or hate that. The reality is, y'all, like, everything happens for a reason. We're in a position in our life because of the decisions that we've made. So in order to have better, we got to make better decisions. We got to do, things better. Even me, y'all, like I could still do so much better. Like I'm gonna shoot it real. I'm not gonna act like I'm on here perfect. I'm not gonna act like, I'm already some, self-proclaimed millionaire. None of that, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, I was literally living in my car. I just got done living in my car for the past 3-4 months. So I know what real is, y'all. I've slept in my car many times in my life, many months in my life, maybe over a year in my life. I've, slept outside before. I know what it's like to not have no food. I know what it's like to not have nobody there. I know what it's like to be on the streets, not even have a cell phone, y'all. So, like, I'm just grateful for it all. I'm grateful that, have a roof over my head. I'm grateful to have a car. I went without a car for like 3-4 years, walking everywhere, begging for rides, riding the bus. My thing is, like, I'm going to be authentic with you. I'm going to shoot it real, y'all. I'm not going to act like I'm all something perfect. Or I'm not going to act like, I'm, Jesus, the second coming of Jesus or not, because I'm not, y'all. I'm just a regular human being just like you. I'm not special. But, I look at life as being very special, y'all. There's somebody out there that's doing life in prison. Like, my perspective is so deep. There's somebody out there that's doing life in prison for something they didn't even do. You know what I mean? Sometimes I wonder how many people are locked up that are innocent. How many people are out there that are, living their best life that are guilty. Life is fucking shit sometimes. Life isn't fair. I think about, people out in these other countries like, Africa, people that are, in slavery, people that are working in sweatshops for $5 a week in China. I think about it on a deep, broad perspective about how blessed and how grateful I am to live in America. How blessed I am to have eyesight. How good I am, how blessed I am to have, a good friend, that has the same interests in, in things I do, like, a business partner. How grateful I am to, just have people that, love me, care about me and all that. and how grateful I am to even have a brain, y'all, an intellectual thinking brain. Some people lose their brain. Some people lose their legs. Some people lose their arms. I get on TikTok all the time. That I see people that don't have arms and legs. I see people. There's one dude every day on TikTok. He doesn't have arms, but he's cooking every day. Y'all, that motivates me to be like, all right, I got 2 arms, 2 legs, and thinking, brain, why can't I get in there and cook? Just not making excuses. And when I say power, purpose, power, perspective, because like my parents just always say like, well, you have it better than a lot of people out there. I took that very lightly because like on the broad spectrum of things, y'all, like I'm so blessed. Like I'm already rich. Like we have all the creative faculties. I have the creative faculties. Like I can do whatever I want, y'all. Every single day I can make a conscious decision to go out there. I can go out there and freaking compliment. I can go out there and compliment, 20 people, make 20 people's day. You'd be surprised, a small compliment. Like, ooh, I like those shoes. Ooh, I like the way you did your hair. Ooh, you know what I mean? I like your look today. You know what I mean? You look happy. Just like, little things you can make people's day. You can, if you go and compliment 10 people a day, by just like that's gonna equal itself out to you actually feeling better about yourself too, about you just making other people feel better. Like you'd be surprised, like that energy, that mirror energy you get from making other people feel good, you're gonna feel good yourself. That's just the way the universe works, man. It's just good energy. You put good energy out, you're gonna feel good energy. You're gonna feel better about yourself. You want to feel better about yourself, even good helping other people. Helping other people can make you feel better about yourself. It's not always about like, oh, I'm gonna get something back out of that, or this person's gonna. If I give somebody some money, help them out, I'm gonna get that back. You might get it back in other ways, but expecting that back is like, no. You should be like, okay, I'm giving out this because it's just the good out of my heart. I'm giving out a place of giving. You know what I mean? Like that should make you feel good about yourself. Like it's all about perspective and how you perceive things. Sometimes you can perceive things good. Sometimes you can perceive things as good as bad. Sometimes you can perceive things as good. Sometimes you can perceive things as bad. But life is about it's about peaks and valleys. You're gonna be at your highest state. You're gonna be at your lowest state. But it's about being able to stay in that mid. You know what I mean? 'Cause you can't get too happy. You can't stay. You can't always be happy. You can't get too high either, because as soon as you get knocked down on your ass, you're not gonna be able to handle it. And you can't stay too low either, because you're not gonna. You know what I mean? Like you ain't gonna be able to look up and get up if you get too low. So you got to be able to stay in that midpoint, and that neutral balance. And I think just being grateful, having complete utter gratitude, I think that helps. I think that helps just generate a better generating positive thoughts, listening to positive information every single day. With the people you're around, y'all pick your friends like you pick your fruit. You ain't going to go out there and pick a rotten ass apple and eat it. You're going to pick that nice, shiny, good looking apple. You ain't going to pick the bananas that look like poop. You're gonna pick the good ones. You don't want the mushy ones. You want the nice yellow ones. You don't even want the ripe green ones, man. You want those ones that are ready to eat, good stuff. Just like that, y'all. People. I can't express this enough. How the kind of people you have in your life, how it shifts your energy, how it shifts your thought process is like. Like people are like elevators. They either bring you up or down, and that's real talk, y'all. I'm talking a lot. I'm gonna let my boy. You got anything, man?
Yeah, I think you hit it really deep. I'm glad you got into like the deeper details and everything, because I think that's important. Like in life, it's not talked about enough that like you have to keep perspective, and like life is hard for everybody, but for the vast majority of people that have problems, that are going through life, like I think a lot of people really don't have it as hard as like people that are in poverty around the world. And it's just good to keep that in perspective. And even the people that are like like no arms, no legs, like in wheelchair, like could you imagine a life like that? Like it would be so much harder, like astronomically harder than the life that you probably have being able-bodied, able-minded. So it's like keep that in perspective, not to think about life could be worse all the time or something, but like gratitude can immediately make your life better if you're thinking of like all the stuff you have and you're just doing the best you can where you're at now and learning more. You will actually create a better lifestyle of abundance, and you want to attract more people that have the highest values in character, like the people that actually have more compassion, empathy, tolerance, forgiveness, like these kind of qualities in life. You want to be that person and attract those people versus more of the people that are out there for image and status and ego and like just too much thinking about themselves
Your ego is
selfishly.
not your amigo, by the way. You know, ego
Yeah,
stands for edging God out, whether you believe in
right,
a higher power or not. But like, if you're constantly thinking about yourself, you're also gonna set yourself up to for sadness and depression because you're just thinking about yourself. Thinking about others
right,
really brings out the best in me, especially as a man. Like a man that thinks about his family is happier than just that single man that's just always thinking about me, 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 me. Because you need to
right,
put energy out there, giving, caring, loving energy, like in order to get it
right.
back to reciprocate. Law of reciprocation. You gotta, in order to have more of something, you gotta give more of something. And yeah, I was gonna also say this, y'all. Like, this is something else I keep in perspective too. Like, I have a cousin that he was actually. I'm not even gonna say his name or not to put him on the spot too much, but he was actually. You talk about life not being fair. Like, he actually, he's been in a wheelchair since he was a kid, y'all. Because I'm not even gonna say why, but he had some bad parents, and he's actually been in a wheelchair since he was a little kid, and he's a paraplegic. Like he can't walk. Obviously, can't walk. Can't do nothing for himself. He has to have a nurse wipe his ass, like push him in his wheelchair all the time. Like, you talk about life being unfair. That's just fucked up. Like, and for me to ever say that I'm depressed or sad, like that'd be a very weak mindset for me to have, knowing that I can go and have the ability to go and take control of my life every single day. Life is like a verb. Like, you gotta do, you gotta take action. You gotta go out there and change your life yourself. Like, you look at someone like Tyson Fury, y'all. He he was all fat on the couch, got all fat on the couch, heavy on cocaine, was just depressed, thought about ending his life, and then he gets his call out by Deontay Wilder to come back and box, and this motherfucker comes back, does a whole 360, comes back, gets in perfect shape, and like ends up beating like the freaking hardest puncher probably ever in the history of boxing, Deontay Wilder, which is one of the greatest heavyweight championships I've ever seen, fights I've ever seen. But you talk about inspiring, y'all. Talk about like you got to understand that you got to if in order to change your life, you got to be that one that goes out there and does it. You know what I mean? You can't wait for that boat to come to you. You got to swim out to it. Like, you can't wait for you know what I mean? You can't wait for someone to come help. You got to be willing to help yourself first in order for the universe to hear your outcry. You got to be the one going out there and willing to say, "Hey, I'm right here. I need help. I need help." But you got to let them
Right.
know you're trying. You're pushing. I'm not talking about just holding a cup of change out. No one respects that. You got to be able to be willing to say, "Hey, man, I'm willing to wash your car. I'm willing to do this." But you got to be out there. You got to be telling the universe what you want. Like, if you want to, get out of depression mode, you got to be one out there, go out there and go on a run, man. You'd be surprised how much you feel better. You got to go out there and do. You got to go out there and try more and be more. I was even sitting in my car I remember just a few months, kind of depressed, just drinking my fucking life away. Just watch, on social media, drinking my life away, and I don't want to do shit. Just getting unmotivated. And I realized, like, in order to change my life, I got to be the one that changes it. I got to get out there and do more and be more. No one's gonna change my life but me. That is a personal decision. So it's a personal decision. You're one decision away from a completely different life, completely different you. And don't get me wrong, you can always like go back. You can start doing good in life, take 10 steps back, and then take 20 or take 10 steps forward and take 20 steps back, because you get depressed, you get down. Like, that's life. Sometimes that happens. And but you can never measure the highs. You couldn't measure the highs in life without the lows. You got to learn from them and keep moving. It doesn't matter how slow you go, even if you keep on starting over, as long as you do not stop, as long as you keep on dusting yourself off and keep going forward, you're gonna be good. I promise you. Okay.
Big facts, big fat. I think that's sums everything up in this video. I mean, lots of good motivation stuff. If you want more of these videos, be sure to subscribe.
Yes, yeah, y'all. Yeah. Hit me up. Connect with me. This is your boy Eli Grissom, y'all. Eli Grissom. Connect with me on Facebook. We got Eli Can't Miss on Instagram. That's my Instagram handle. But I mean, I'll be on all these social media. I'm posting stories and whatnot. I'm trying to be more involved. I want to start a podcast. I've been wanting to start a podcast for a while now. Just talk motivation. But I always tell myself, like, well, if my shit isn't together in life, what kind of value can I get? But I realized that my mindset, and just like, I've been programming my mind for a long time to try to be better and do better. And I really think I could give value to help people. Just the right thought process, y'all. Mindset is everything. You can change people's mindset. You can change their life, y'all. Like, my mindset has been changed in a lot of ways. Like, I still have high anxiety at times, but like, get over that shit. Y'all, life is too short, man. Imagine if you had 6 months to live. Imagine if you had 2 weeks to live. You wouldn't be worried about, oh, I got bills to pay, or, oh, that chick hurt me. ooh, that, that
Dude,
chick hurt my feelings, or, that person called me ugly, or that person rejected me. You wouldn't even worry about that shit, y'all. You would be, you know what I mean? You'd probably be worried about more about your family. You know what I mean? That's why these are my family's point. You'd probably be wondering more about the afterlife. Like, ooh, is God real? Like, it's a very subjective subject. Like, some people, think that nothing happens, and some people think, like, well, some people just think it's half truths too. Like, could Islam be right, Muslim be? But I'm just saying, like, you would be thinking deeper. You'd be thinking deeper about the shit that actually matters. You wouldn't be thinking about all, because at the end of the day, y'all, like, most stuff is little shit, y'all. Little shit, like, the stress that we overcome. Like, think about the worst times in your life, like all the worst times that you think your life was about to end, or that you thought you just think it was over. You thought you was gonna die or something, and then you made it through. You've already survived 100% of your worst days, and like think you probably won't even have days that can even amount to half of what you've already been through. So you're strong. You're a warrior. I believe in you. He believes in you. We believe in you,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm a real advocate just for people loving themselves, more self love. Rule number one, self preservation. You know,
Save
and
money.
man,
Get it.
you got to save that money, man. But you
Let's
can't
get
take it with you. You can't take it with you, buddy. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna leave it here. You ain't got nothing, brother.
Oh, we good. We
We're
good.
good, brother.
All right.
Yes.
See you
Thank
in
you
the
so much
next
for
video.
tuning in. Um,
Hell yeah.
as always, happy Tuesday. Be great.
Stay blessed.
Let's go, baby.